Good evening, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to start Unit 5, which is about looking ahead. Looking ahead, looking means like, future for sure, okay? To look to the future, and simply we are going to talk about future tenses, including future, simple future, and future continuous, and future perfect. This is like related to the grammar. Talking about future, we are going to talk about plans, resolutions, and things like that. I know when we started this lockdown or quarantine, we wanted to say, or we had many plans that, good, it's a good, if we are looking to it positively, okay? So we all said like, that's good, we are going to do all the things that we didn't have time to do. Watching movies, reading books, doing sports, blah, 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 blah. And so you made plans, okay, to enjoy this, how can I say, this time that is, we are forced to have. I myself tried many, or had many plans, and okay, I can say that, 10 to 20% of them like were done, the others no, because this is how it goes all the time. Like, we had plans, we make decisions, we say that we are going to do this and this and this and this, and then like it turned like you did only like 10 or 20, or like, if you are so lucky, 50% of them. If you are an amazing person and you always set a goal and go for it, that means like you already reached your goals, or hit your plan, which is like you fulfill, or you reach like 80 to 90% of your plans, which is so amazing, by the way. Like this, it means like you are a determined person, and a person who's willing to succeed and to have great personality in life. Something, and it's not easy to set a goal and go for it. It's it takes a lot of determination, a lot of willingness, a lot of power, a lot of energy. So I don't know, like how people or you can get of the these these like qualities or traits, like to be determined and qualified and willing and somehow stubborn to get your decision. So to get your decision fulfilled or made, or taken as guaranteed. So it's not easy to do this, but it's not difficult, and it for sure it's not impossible. Maybe it takes time, maybe you feel like I cannot do it, or your energy is low, or you feel like, especially when you are surrounded by negative people or people who don't believe in you, or even if you are surrounded by different conditions and circumstances that prevent you and hinder you from getting your goals done. So somehow or many times we have to depend on ourselves to get the energy. We have to get closer to people who give us good energy. We have to get closer to people who are happy to see you successful and determined, and let me say great person and great personality in society. So it's so nice to get closer to these people, positive people, energetic people who believe in you at least. Okay, so this is talking about future. I know I'm away from, I always keep these notes in my hand, okay, but nothing is written, no, just but I like them sticky notes. Okay, you need to keep sticky notes always, like, you know, I keep them here on the wall, like everywhere. Okay, so sometimes to remind me of not of my goals, okay, because they are turning around in my head, but to remind me of things that I need to do during the day in order not to reach the end of the day feeling guilty, regret, sorry, miserable, and, you know, things like that, because I didn't do what I planned to. So, and it's a good way for you, if you want, okay, to keep sticky notes everywhere, like to remind you of what to do and your goals. It's a good way to write down what you want, diary, or maybe on your phone. We have different ways to remember how to get our goals or plans done, okay? And to be, let me say, determined to do them. Okay, so let's move to the unit, which is about looking ahead, future forms. Also, we will have hot verbs, as we told you before, hot verbs like take and put. We have phrasal verbs about take and put, and when to put and when to put take. Okay. Over the phone, okay, we're gonna learn the phone language, how to answer the phone, how to apologize, blah, 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 take a message, leave a message, and things like that, okay? So we're going to talk about phone language. The first thing is grammar, as usual. So are you ready? It's not that difficult. I like talking about future and past. But I don't know, like the present is always missing. Let's talk about test your grammar. Which future form expresses blah? So, are you ready? Let's look at the book and start. Okay, the first question, as I said, test your grammar. Which future form expresses blah? An intention, a prediction, a future fact based on a timetable, an arrangement between two people, a spontaneous decision, and a suggestion. A spontaneous decision, a decision that you didn't plan before, okay? We say like, I'm thirsty, I'll make some juice. Okay, so this is a spontaneous decision. It came out of the moment, okay, without planning. So let's read the 6 sentences here to check which one is out of intention, prediction, fact, arrangement, spontaneous decision, or suggestion. Ready? Let's start. Okay, number 1, tomorrow's weather will be warm and sunny. Okay, this is like today's weather is cloudy, windy, rainy, a bit cold, so this is like today's weather. If I want to talk about tomorrow's weather, I will say like I think sunny and a little bit cold. So, am I sure about this? No. This is a prediction, okay? When I'm not sure, I'm predicting. I'm saying that this is not, you know, for sure. I didn't read about this, maybe. So I'm predicting the weather. Always when I'm talking about the weather, okay, I put will, unless I'm saying like, you know, the sky's clearing, so it's going to be sunny, sorry. When I say sunny, okay, because I depended on the clearing of the clouds. I depended on a clue that I see, okay? So when you predict, depending on something you see, you hear, you feel, and maybe you taste, depending on your senses, okay, I can use going to instead of will, but here I used will. Anyway, we'll talk about will and going to later. Number 2, the train to Dover leaves at 10 past 10. Okay, I have a train and I have, it leaves at 10 past 10, okay? And I have a schedule here, okay? Timetable, schedule. The plane schedule, the train schedule, the bus schedule, wherever. So here I have simple present to talk about a future fact based on a timetable, okay? And number 3, I'm going to be a racing driver when I grow up, okay? This is my plan. This is my intention, okay? I planned this, I dreamt of this, I'm studying to do this. So here I'm going to be, this is an intention, okay? When I'm talking about intentions, the best thing to use is going to be. Going to, okay? Going to study, going to do, going to play, going to eat, going to drink, wherever, okay? Number 4, we're seeing Sue on Thursday, okay? This is for sure, like, as you can see, this is an arrangement between 2 people. And then I have number 5, shall we have a break now? Shall we have a break? Always, shall we and shall I, okay? Just to remind you, we have shall with we and I, and to suggest something, to offer something, to give an opinion about something, and in the form of a question, of course. So shall we have a break now? This is a suggestion. The last one, I'll make some coffee. I'll make some coffee. This is for sure like a spontaneous decision. It didn't need any kind of planning or something like this. Good? Okay. So the future, here we have different future forms, okay, to talk about the future. We used will, we used going to, we used simple present. Also, yes, you would say like simple present and future, yes, when it's a fact about depending on or based on timetable or a schedule. Yes, you know that because the train yesterday left at 6, today is leaving at 6, tomorrow leaves at 6 or will leave at 6. So I can use simple present to talk about future, but it should be a fact, okay? Also, I'm going to be racing driver, going to also for future when I have intention and we have a plan. We are seeing, okay, seeing means here meeting. This is present continuous. So also when I have a plan or an arrangement, I can use present continuous to talk about future plans, okay? Shall we and shall also, as I said, suggestion, giving opinion, or offering. And number 6, I'll make some coffee. This is for sure about spontaneous decision. Will, going to, simple present, present continuous, and shall. Okay, I can use different ways because here I have 2 sentences about will. I have 5 here ways to talk about the future. Okay, now let's check. How do you see your future? What a lovely question. Okay, first I want you to check these pictures. Johnny and Marie, Theo, Janin. Okay, also we have down, okay, because we have 6 pictures. My phone, okay. Mikey, Laura, Alice. Okay, so these are the people we are going to talk about now or later. Here, how do you see your future? How do you see your future? Okay, how do you see your future? Can you answer this question? Actually, when I ask my students this question, many students say like, okay, 90% of the students would say traveling or out of the country. Okay, this is like, what they say, or this is their dream. Especially university students. The younger ones speak about, being, just to fulfill their dreams. So how do you see your future? And most of them say like traveling, having a job outside, or continuing their study outside the country, or, traveling around the world for, tourism, which is like, I don't know, it's so difficult. Anyway, but, most people speak about their future in talking about job and study, especially for younger ones. Let's read the question. Look at the people and listen to them talking about the future. Who says what? Put a number 1 to 6 next to the names. Okay, so we have the next to each name, we have a very small white square or box, okay? You can notice. So we have to put the number of the sentence next to it, okay? Answer the questions. But before, let's listen to it. Are you ready? Okay. I hope I can find it very soon. Okay. This is track 15. No, I'm not sure. Okay, just a moment. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah, this is track 15. Listen.
Unit 5. Tape script 5.1. 1.
I did my A-levels a few months ago, and I've just got my results. Fortunately, they're good, so I'm going to study geography at Cambridge University. The course lasts 3 years.
Okay. So, who is the first speaker? Yeah, I think Janine, right? Or no? Is it Laura? I think yes, because we have like this. Let's listen to all of them.
2.
It's Saturday tomorrow, so I'm going to see the football with some mates. Oxford United are playing Bristol Rovers. It'll be a great game. Kick-off is at 3 o'clock, so we'll have a beer or two before the match.
Sure, Mikey.
3.
Marie's having a baby soon, so we're both very excited. The baby's due in 5 weeks. If it's a boy, we're going to call him Jamie, and if it's a girl, she'll be Hattie.
4.
What am I doing tomorrow, you say? Well, it's Thursday tomorrow, so I'll be doing what I always do on a Thursday. My daughter will come to see me. She'll be bringing the little uns, and we'll all have a cup of tea and a good old chat. And I'll bake a cake, a sponge cake with jam in it. They like that.
5.
At the moment, I'm packing, because tomorrow I'm going to France for a year. I'm going to study literature at the Sorbonne. My plane leaves at 10:30. My mum and dad are taking me to the airport. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to carry all this lot.
6.
Well, I work in the city. In the next few years, I'm going to be even more successful. I hope I'll be earning twice what I'm getting now. I've set myself this goal. Before I'm 25, I'll have made $1 million.
Oh, great for him. Okay, great for him. Okay, so now I think you know the names and you know each speaker. Let's go to exercise 2. Answer the questions. What is Laura going to study? How long does her course last? Okay. If you want at home, of course, or alone, you can listen again, okay, and try to figure out the answers without, listening more than twice, okay? So Laura is going to study geography, and it lasts 3 years, okay? What is Mike doing tomorrow? What time does the match start? Mike is going to a football match, okay, with his mate, and the match starts at 3 o'clock. The third one, why are Tony and Marie excited? Because they are going to have a baby. And what's else doing tomorrow? Okay, her daughter and her grandchildren will be visiting her, and they'll have a cup of tea and a chat, and she's going to bake something for them. Okay. Yeah, what will they do together? I missed this. Anyway, I answered. Why is Janine packing? How's she getting to the airport? Okay, because she's going to France for a year, and her mother and father are going to give her a lift to the airport. Okay? Number 6, what are Theo's ambitions? Okay, he's going to be successful, and he'll be earning a lot of money, and he'll have made £1 million by the age of 25 or before he is 25. Good ambition. Okay, very nice. Okay, now here they told us to listen and check the answers. We already listened, okay, so we don't need to waste your time. Actually, it's not wasting, but you can listen at home many times, and you can repeat the audio many times to get the most important ideas and details about the listening. Here are some answers. What are the questions? Ask and answer with a partner. Okay, the answers are Cambridge University, his son and his friends, Oxford United and Bristol Reverse. I hate football, and not I hate. I'm not interested. Jamie or Hattie. Okay, a sponge cake with the jam in it. Okay, it sounds delicious. It leaves at 10:30, twice what he's earning now. Okay, so the questions are going to be like this. Okay, like for number one, Cambridge University. You remember Laura when she talked about traveling to Cambridge and studying there. So which university is she going to Cambridge to study geography? Okay, his son and some friends, Oxford United and Bristol Reverse. Okay, so who's he going to the match with? This is for the first question. Okay, and who is playing? Okay, if we are asking about the teams, who is playing, and if we are asking about his companions or who is going with him, so who's he going to the match with? Okay. Yeah, for number three, Jamie or Hattie, what are they going to call the baby? Jamie, okay, if she's a girl, or Hattie, Jamie is if she's Jamie for a boy and Hattie for a girl. Okay, sponge cake with jam in it. What sort of cake is she going to bake? The grandma. Okay, and it leaves at 10:30. What time does her plane leave? For number six, twice what's he earning? Making. Okay, making money. How much will he be earning? Twice what he is earning now. Okay, let's listen to three. Okay, to check what we talked about.
Tape script 5.3. 1.
Which university is she going to?
2.
Who's he going to the match with? Who's playing?
3.
What are they going to call the baby?
4.
What sort of cake is she going to bake?
5.
What time does her plane leave?
6.
How much will he be earning?
Okay, guys, now let's move to language focus. Okay, what I talked about earlier, it's about using future tenses and what's good to use, what's not good to use. Okay, let's talk about number one. Do these sentences refer to the present or to the future? Marie is having a baby soon. Of course, for future. At the moment, I am packing. Now. I work in the city. Now. My plane leaves at 10:30. Future. Okay? So it's from the meaning that what gives you the tense. What's the difference between these sentences? Okay, what do you do in the evening? In the evenings. What do you do? I'm asking about your routine. What do you do like every evening? Okay? And what are you doing this evening? That means I'm asking about your plan for this evening, for today only. Okay, not every evening, not routine. Okay. Get in the car. I'll give you a drive, or I'll give you a lift. Okay. Yes, it's like now, and it's a spontaneous decision. I'm going to give Dave a lift, okay, to the airport tomorrow. He already planned this, okay, so we used the future, a future with going to, and we in the first one we used will, okay, because it was a spontaneous decision, no planning, no previous intention. We'll have supper. Supper means dinner at 10 o'clock. 8 o'clock. What's wrong with me? Okay, at 8 o'clock. We will be having supper at 8 o'clock. Okay, it means number one, we'll have supper at 8 o'clock, like for today. This is like, the normal thing we do. We will be having supper at 8 o'clock. That means we started the supper before 8. At 8, the action will be still in progress and not finished yet. Okay, like kind of in the middle of the action. Okay. So we use will be having, future continuous. Okay, I'll write the report tonight. This is like, intention also. I'll write the report tonight. I'll have written the report by tonight. That means by tonight the action will have finished, okay? Will have been finished also, if I want to make it in passive. Anyway, so by that time the action is done in the future, okay? So when it's done, I use perfect future, have, will have, and verb 3 or past participle. But when I'm talking about the action is not done yet, is not finished, like in we'll be having supper, so it's future continuous, will plus be plus verb ing form. And in the second one we have will have written. This is like future, perfect future, which is like will have plus past participle, okay? If you need more information, you can go to the grammar reference, or you can check any a grammar book, and you will find more information about this, but I think it's clear. Anyway, let's do the practice here. The practice, look, check. Okay, discussing grammar. If you are able to do it without referring or without going to any other grammar reference, okay, that would be fine. If you have a weakness in grammar and you need to check and go for more information, so please do before you do the exercise, okay? Discussing grammar, number 1, choose the correct form of in the pairs of sentences. So they gave us choices, okay? What we need to do is to, read the choices here and answer them. How many exercises we have? Yes, we have 8 exercises. Let me start with number 1. Okay, the options we have, or the choices we have, we'll see, going to see. So I'm very excited. All my family this weekend. So I'm very excited already. I know about that. My family is going or is coming on this this weekend. So I say I'm going to see because it's already a plan. I already know, blah blah blah. I don't know if I have time to come this evening. I'll see. Like I'm not sure, and when I'm not sure, I don't use going to. I use will. Okay, because no intention here. Or there is an intention, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, so it's kind of prediction. Okay, I'll see. Are you going to do? Will you do? Okay, so here I have so you're off to the States for a year. Okay, you're off means you're going to the States. What are you going to do there? Because you are asking about his plans. Okay, I'm sure you'll pass your exams, but what will you do if you don't? Okay, I'm sure you will pass your exams, but what will you do if you don't? Because here, what will you do? Why? What will you do? Not what are you going to do? Because I'm predicting that he might not pass the exams. So because if it's prediction, we go for will, not going to. Number 3, I'll come. I'm coming. Okay, with you if you like. I'll come with you if you like. This is a suggestion. Okay. An offer or something like this. In 2, we have I with you, whether you like it or not. So I'm coming with you. Okay, I'm going with you. I said I'm going. Okay, I'm come. In number 1, I'll come, and the second one, I'm coming. Okay, so I already planned this. You don't have to discuss it with me. Okay, so it's done decision. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Okay, are you doing? Are you going to do? This is number 4. Your school report is terrible. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Okay, what's your plan? I'm asking about the plan. Okay, what this evening? Okay, what are you going to do this evening? Again, when I said this evening, this month, this year, I'm asking about plan or something like this, or it's better to use what are you doing or present continuous. Okay, when I'm asking about plans, present continuous is good. Okay, okay, let's go for 5. Giving, and I'm going to give. Okay. I've had enough of her lazy attitude. Her a good talking to. Okay, I'm going to give her. I'm going to give her, because I already planned this, because I'm done with this. I'm going to give her a good talking about this. And next we have a presentation at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, I am scared stiff, like very, very scared. Okay, when I have this, I go for present continuous. I am giving a presentation at 3 this afternoon. Number 6, leaves and is leaving. John, Peter is leaving now. You know, it comes like fluently. You know, you don't have to think about it, because I already have now. Come and say goodbye. The coach leaves at 9 o'clock, so don't be late. Okay, this is his regular routine. He leaves at 9 every day. Okay, number 7, I'll be seeing. Okay. You outside the cinema at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'll see you. Okay, I'll see you outside the cinema at 8 o'clock. Because it's kind of promise. And by the way, when we go for promise, like I'll call you, I'll talk to you, I'll tell you, blah, 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 I'll see you. So a kind of promise we go for will, not going to. Okay? Peter, this afternoon, I'm going to see, or I'll be seeing Peter this afternoon. I have this, so for sure it's continuous. So I'll tell him your news. Okay. For 8, we'll see, we'll have seen. Okay. You, enough of me by the end of this holiday. Okay, when I have by the end of this, I go for future. Okay, and when I future perfect. Okay, and perfect. So we say you will have seen. Okay, you'll have seen enough of me by the end of this holiday, and I'm going to make a success of my life. You'll see. Also a promise. Okay, a promise. You'll see here, like I'm going to be a successful person, so you'll see that. This is a promise will, okay? Or we go for will. We have track 5.4 to listen to check the answers. I don't think we need to listen to check the answers, guys. It's enough, okay? Now, okay. The question here is like put the verb in brackets into the correct tense. Use present simple and the present perfect with will or the future continuous. We have 3 tenses: present perfect, and will, and future continuous, and present simple. We have 4 tenses to be used here. So this is a captain speaking. This is your captain speaking. It's an announcement in an airplane, or on an airplane. So guys, I will not go for it today, because I will give you time to study what we took, okay? And then you can go for this one. You can try it at home, and the next class, which is on Monday, we are going to start with this one, okay? And please try to do it, try to solve it, and we will check together why we used each tense. I'll explain why. But I think it will be clear for you. Also, we are going to learn how to use I hope so, I don't think so. Okay, this is gonna be for our next class. Also, we will go for listening and speaking. I hope we have the tracks anyway. Okay, anyway, but we'll go for them and part of the reading. So this is gonna be for our next class. What I want you to do is to have fun, think of your future well, write down what your plans. I don't know if you're kind of people who live, you know, as we said, spontaneously, like, you know, without planning, and things are okay with them. So some people are like this. They don't have to write everything they think of, or they don't have to, you know, plan already. They live the moment and things are fine, and they are content and satisfied. So if you are that kind of people, so lucky you, because you don't overthink your future. Really lucky you. Some people are getting, you know, eaten by their overthinking, and you know, somehow like it's miserable. Okay, and anyway, it depends on your own personality. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the success and happiness you deserve, and live the moment. This is the advice is for me first, and for others. And think of the future. Live the moment. Think of the future. Hope well for the future, and enjoy what you have now, and enjoy what you will have later, because it's gonna be big if you plan to have it big. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the luck. And stay safe till now, stay home till now, and we all hope that things will be done in a good way, and we'll be back and we will survive. Thank you very much. Goodbye.